Hi everyone, Nick Wagner Sr. Hope you are all doing well. Another video to help you find your next role. And today we're going to talk about a very common topic where you want to switch to a new field. So I'm a perfect example of this. I worked in IT and I actually moved to the field of human resources. So let me give you some examples of what you could do to make this happen. I think the first thing is it's easier to make a transition from one field to another, like I did, IT to HR, in the company that you already work in. And the reason for that is because you already have a brand at the company you work in, people know you, and someone might be more willing to take a chance on you to make this career change than if you applied outside at another company. When I moved into HR, I ended up working for someone that knew me. If I had applied for an HR role outside of my company, with someone that didn't know who I was and didn't know my brand internally to the company I was at, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. So making this career change is easier internally at the company you're currently at. The other thing that you want to look for when you're making this transition is when you're trying to change careers and change career paths, you want to find a role in this new field that takes advantage of your skills from the old field that you're in. So for me, with IT to HR, I ended up working with our leadership development program for IT in an HR role. So this new job I had in HR took advantage of my relationships with IT, my knowledge of IT, my understanding of IT, and that was the reason that they gave me this opportunity to do it. So that is a really great way to get into a new field, is what are those skills that you have from the old field that you were in that translate to the new job? I can't stress that enough. You can always move roles after this first role. So an example is I did leadership development in HR supporting IT for 4 years. I'm now an organizational development consultant. Other opportunities that you can do to get exposure to these new career fields or new career paths is in your existing role, maybe doing a special project for a team in another organization. So if you work in marketing and you want to get into analytics, maybe you could do a special project for the analytics team while you're still in your role in marketing. That's a great way to get exposure to the new team and understand, do you really want to make this career transition? And then the last thing I would recommend is this is something that's not guaranteed to get you a role and help you make that career transition, but it will help. What certifications could you get that will help you possibly get this role in this new career path? Or, is getting a master's degree what you need to do? So for a lot of people that I talk to that want to make a transition from something to HR, one of the pieces of advice I give them is maybe you want to go back to school and get a master's in HR. Maybe that's your next step. It's not going to guarantee you a job, but it will give you more credentials that will help you possibly get that job in your new career path. So just going back to what I started with, this is really about patience. Changing careers like this and transitioning careers from IT to HR or marketing to HR or HR to finance, whatever the case may be, it's challenging, it's difficult, and you have to be patient. But if you can network, do some of the tips I recommended, I think you'll be able to figure that out. So any questions or you want to connect with me, contact at fullpotentialmovement.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn. It is Nick Wagner Sr. on LinkedIn. I hope these different videos really help you with your job search, and be well, and we'll talk to you soon.